My GF walked in on me making a withdrawal from the Spank-Bank. I love steak. Steak is ducking amazing, delicious, and wonderful. However, in order to make steak you need to preheat the grill, scrape the grates, prepare the steak, cook it, sort some mushrooms and onions, and a good hour later you enjoy a delicious, savory slice of meat. Some days I'm tired. I do not feel like all that. So I say duck you steak. I slam a hot dog in the microwave. And 2 minutes later I'm enjoying my shitty processed meat. The end result is the same. I'm full, sure. The steak is 1,000 times more satisfying. But ya know what? If we ate steak every day, we would not appreciate steak anymore. Your GF is being a tard. An open letter to your girlfriend and all women who have issues with masturbation. Virtually all men jerk off, whether they are in a relationship or not. This is a fact of life. It is something he has been doing since he was probably too young to know what it was. He is not going to stop, and you should not expect him to. Try not to be jealous. It is not a reflection on you. I have been in relationships where I could have sex almost any time, and I still masturbated. It is like a hobby that feels really good, and that I have been doing since I was 5. A recent study about male porn habits could not be completed because the researcher could not find one man who had never looked at porn. Link. RN scientists find. HTML. Edit. I did not mean to offend any women by suggesting that they do not masturbate. I changed my opening line to reflect that. I believe most women masturbate, and I'm 100% for it. Have at it, ladies. This is a topic I have seen on Reddit before, and one I have dealt with personally. It seems that some women are much more sensitive about the topic. That perception may be from a limited experience or a gender bias in my anecdotal experience. So if that is not the case, then please forgive me. I got busted jerking off about 30 minutes after a blowjob. My wife was livid. My response was, that blowjob was so great. I wanted to relive it in my mind. She got over it after a few days. No, she did not. That incident is still burning in the back of her mind, lurking just beneath the surface. She will pull that out years from now during an argument and beat you over the head with it. My girlfriend, who told me at the beginning of our relationship that she has a horrible memory. In fact, has an excellent memory. She can remember the most minute details from every time I have hurt her feelings. Women never get over getting their feelings hurt. Edit typo. Her freaking out is not your real problem. Her going to her mother about your dick is. Her mom is coming over. For what? To discuss your deviant behavior. Your sex life is not her mom's business. She clearly has sexual issues in thinking that it is. Good luck with your tag team. Shame on you. Happy hour with mommy. I bet she brings a switch to get your hands with saying, you dirty naughty boy. At least that is what I say when I walk in on it, right as I sit down to enjoy the show. It is better than porn. Good point. That is a serious boundary problem. If she is that appalled at masturbation, she should break off the relationship, not bring in her parents to offer their opinions. Seriously, who the hell wants to discuss anyone's masturbatory habits with their parents? That is ducking weird. I'm sure you have heard this from Reddit enough times, but I'm just going to put this in big, friendly letters. You did not do anything wrong. Your girlfriend has been brought up thinking different things about masturbation than you. Sounds to me like she thinks masturbation is the same type of release pleasure as sex itself, and that if you are masturbating, you did it because you do not want her. This would be easier to explain to her if she also masturbated, which I'm betting that she does not, because it is wrong. But try it anyway. Sometimes you are not in the mood for sex and all that entails. Sometimes you just want to get off real quick, and it has nothing to do with her. I have a higher sex drive than my partner, so I have an open door sex policy. If sex is desired, hit me up. I'm good to go. But we both still masturbate frequently because it is not the same thing. Okay, you are probably not going to see this because there are already over 1400 posts, but here goes. 40 plus woman here and married 18 years. All I could think when I was reading your post was that she is crazy. I hope she reads this too and absolutely too immature to be in such a serious relationship. She will grow up someday, but you do not need that. Good riddance I say. Why do not you try dating a girl a couple of years older? I just read the 7th edit, and I just have one thing to say. Can we get Ashley to post some kind of reply so she can say what she thinks about all this? How big a deal is it to her what she is thinking, what she wants to do, what her mother has been telling her, etc. We are assuming Ashley is real here. Between the absurdity of the entire situation, her desire to immediately involve her mother, and the OPS severe overuse of euphemisms, well, let us just say I'm highly skeptical at the moment. Wow. That sucks. Sorry, my ex would have loved to have walked in on me doing that. She fantasized about it more than anything. She was also fascinated by any porn I might be interested in. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. By the way, yes, she told her mother. Sorry, but there is almost no chance she did not. Your girlfriend is almost certainly insecure. She thinks you were watching porn because you prefer porn to her. That is why she was so upset. Unfortunately, you are probably ducked for a little while. I recently went through this with the wife. I still do not think she understands, but she refuses to actually do any reading to confirm what I have told her. Hopefully your GF is a bit more proactive. You need to stand up for yourself here. Do not get all apologetic. This is ducking normal behavior, and for your GF to think any differently is naive. I'm not a guy, but if that happened to me, I would just leave him to it, and when he was finished, ask him how it went. With a wink. It is really not a big deal in my opinion. However, if your girlfriend thinks it is, then you guys need to have a serious talk about why it is to her. From her initial reaction, it sounds like she was more upset about his choice of porn. And since this was all a surprise, maybe she is feeling insecure about whether or not he is satisfied with her. Edit, I did not mean that the crisis would have been averted had he chosen different entertainment. Sure, maybe if it had been shark-based erotica she would have been like, damn babe, those sharks are super hot, lol, let's bone, and jumped him. Cannot say, but I do not think that was the problem. I have been looking all week for the tender and romantic, seduce me by the fire type of porn site, but all I can find are big titted sluts taking facials. Sorry, honey. I have been in this situation a couple times. Here is what I said. I calmly explained that I cherish the love we make, but as a guy sometimes the urge arises at an inopportune time. I made the analogy about food. When we are together, it is like a great fulfilling dinner at the best restaurant ever. Sometimes though, I'm in a hurry and don't have time to sit down for appetizers, main course, and dessert. Sometimes it's better if I hit the drive-thru and get a dollar menu item. I told her I don't expect her to work the drive-thru window every time my stomach grumbles. Most level-headed women I have met admit they realize that men feel the urge differently than women. It is much more of a visual thing for us. Kormiguy has a good point. It might be the porn that is such an issue for her. One of my exes told me that the porn part of it was the problem. For her, our agreement was one of the best common ground ideas ever in the relationship. She let me take scandalous pictures of her to keep on stock for the next time I just wanted a snack. She wore a mask similar to the ones in Eyes Wide Shut when I took the pics so as to keep it anonymous. During our photo shoot things got really hot and we ended up having some of the best sex ever. I do not know you or your girl, so I cannot really predict her outcome. Definitely don't start off with "can I take naked pictures of you?" You gotta ease into that. Good luck. I'm a girl. You did nothing wrong at all. We all do it, FFS. Despite what your girlfriend thinks, it is totally normal, and what she said to you is totally and utterly out of line. Do not apologize when she comes home. You did nothing wrong, but you do need to sit down and talk with her. Edit, maybe you should let her see this thread. Edit 7. Well done. At least you found out now she will always involve her mother in your business. She sounds immature and has no business being in an adult relationship. Edit 7 is pretty epic. Poor guy. I'm glad that he has managed to man up, and in the long run it will no doubt be for the best. but it is gonna be hard for a while getting over such a long and deep relationship that broke up over something so ridiculous. Your girlfriend seems to be completely out of touch with reality. 1. It is totally normal. 2. It has nothing to do with her. 3. If she is going to bring her mom over, what else is she telling this woman behind your back? She has got the emotional maturity of a 10-year-old. I really do not see the problem with it. I'm a girl, and I'd be weirded out if my boyfriend was not jerking off. Sounds like your girlfriend has issues that she seriously needs to work out. I think it is completely ridiculous and out of line for her to say that you should not masturbate. Duck. It is completely natural. It is safe. Loving sex with yourself. And do not tell her that it would not happen again, because it obviously will, right? Once she calms down, you should talk to her about precisely why she got so upset. I think a do not ask, do not tell policy would be the best in the future, even though in this situation she found out against your control when it comes to your wanking sessions. Unless his 32-degree turn aimed him directly at her favorite childhood teddy bear and he was wearing her mom's underwear while watching rough bear on MILF porn. She completely overreacted.